cross-examination is really the fundamental tool in our adversarial system for seeking truth. It is one of the rights, one of the few rights that's embedded in the Constitution. It is the primary method in which we confront witnesses in order to challenge the veracity and the accuracy of their testimony. So it is the single biggest tool, the most important tool that makes our adversarial system a success. Now, despite it being so important, some people think it's a really difficult skill to master. Some people have guidelines where they say, oh, it takes 30 or 20 jury trials to get proficient or efficient with cross-examination. I don't subscribe to that theory. I think that getting a couple of trials under your belt, following the fundamentals that we talk about today, will enable you to create strong, effective cross-examinations. What I want you to think about when you're creating cross-examination is think about following these 4 simple rules. And one way to visualize it is something I've borrowed from one of my good friends is the 4 corners. Think about using these rules, and these rules being the 4 different corners of your cross-examination. And if you stay within those 4 corners, you're going to have good cross-examinations. They're going to be effective. So, what are those 4 corners? Well, the first corner is leading questions only. Okay? The second corner, only one new fact per question. That third corner, each question must progress logically towards some goal. And that fourth corner is your goal must be reasonably achievable. Okay, let's also talk about the ultimate question. This is that question that you're leading up to, right? It's the point that you want to make in closing argument, right? It's the one you've been waiting for, the one you've been leading up to. Well, save it. Save it for closing argument, okay? Cross-examination is all about establishing the facts, the individual facts that support the conclusions and the characterizations that you want to make in closing argument. Don't ask a question that you don't know the answer to, because most of the time it's going to hurt you. At the very least, it gives the witness an opportunity to explain. And when they explain, we lose control. Okay? So let me show you a very brief demo on what that looks like. Mr. Caldwell? Mr. Caldwell, you had dinner last night?
I did.
You went to a restaurant?
Yes.
You drove your car?
Yes.
You arrived around 6 p.m.?
Approximately, yes.
You got out of your car?
Yes.
The ground was dry?
Yes.
There were no puddles?
None.
Your car was dry?
Yes.
You went into the restaurant?
I did.
You went into the back room of the restaurant?
Yes.
That room has no windows?
That's correct.
You ate dinner?
Yes.
You had dessert?
Yes.
You left around 7 p.m.?
Around, yes.
You exited the restaurant?
Yes.
When you exited the restaurant, there were puddles all over the parking lot.
Yes, there were.
The parking lot was wet.
Yes.
Your car was wet.
Yes.
Okay. So remain here for just 1 second. Now, what's the point that I want to make in closing argument? Well, it rained while he was in the restaurant. Can he tell me actually that it rained? No, because he was in that back room. There were no windows, right? But I've got the facts, the support during closing argument that I can make the point that it rained while he was in the restaurant. So let me show you how I could mess that up, okay? So assume I just did the same line of questions, but I added this question. So, Mr. Caldwell, it rained while you were in the restaurant.
Well, I'm not so sure. You know, they were working on the sprinkler system as well, and I think maybe the sprinkler system went off, and that's what created all that water.
Great. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. So not only did I get bad information, but I lost control, right? I added one of those so's at the beginning of my question, right, which invited explanation from the witness. And second, maybe now I can argue that it rained, or at least not as convincingly. I can't argue that it rained while he was in the restaurant. So save that final point that you want to make in closing argument, that conclusion or that characterization based on the facts. Save that question and make it in closing.